Hey everyone, so excited to do this training today, all about business mindset that sets you up for success. So let's do some technical check first. So if you're joining live, let me know in a comment that you can hear me. So I think everything should be up and going and working. And by the way, if you're watching a replay later, let me know when you're joining in and drop the word replay below too. And we will be doing actually 8 trainings in this group. So I'm really excited about doing those 8 trainings with you and sharing different strategies and tips how you can grow your coaching business to the next level. So, and today's training is all about mindset. So, and if you're coming in and if you're joining us and if you have any questions, let me know, even if you're watching a replay, because I will be coming back to here several times to make sure that all the questions are answered as well. And just to let you know as well that if you do ask any questions while I'm live here, this will be a little bit delayed. So I might come back to your questions a little bit later too. And we can also do Q&A at the end. So if you do join me live and if you're here, so I'm happy to answer any questions that you might have. So, but let's keep going because that's how I like to rock and roll because if you're here live, I'm excited to have you, but also in a replay. So welcome, excited that you're here with me and looking to learn about the business mindset that can help you take your business to the next level or launch a successful coaching business online as well. So in case you don't know me, I'm Reelika Schulte and I'm Estonian, but I live in United States with my husband and with my son. And I'm an online business coach. I help new coaches or women who have been maybe coaching a little bit on a side or offline and who are looking to transition into online coaching business. So we help them to create the packages, programs, self-study courses, and to do all the different marketing strategies from organic marketing to automation and all the funnels as well. So entire business launch. And here's the thing, I love strategy and I'm all about the strategy, but no strategy really works if you do not have the right mindset in place. So you absolutely need to have the right mindset in place. So, and today, this is exactly what we want to talk about, because if you don't have the right mindset, I can give you all the strategies, but you end up not getting the results because your belief system is not in the right place. You may not be able to take action the way that you would really love to take. Okay, so let's dive right into. So really important, what I feel when it comes to the mindset is to do anything in your business when you are aligned. So it's not about working hard in your business that I gotta push through and I gotta do this and I gotta show up and do all those things, but it's about doing you. So working aligned in your business. Can you relate to that? Is that something that you would feel like you would love to do more? So let me know in the comments if that's you. And so what that really means, obviously, as well, is trusting your gut and your intuition, right? That you do what really feels good to you, but also not being afraid to maybe stretch yourself to the next level. Because as long as you are in your comfort zone, what happens is, you're not expanding, right? But you absolutely can expand if you are, let's say, working aligned, if you do you, if you do what's sincerely feels good to you. So, but again, don't be afraid to test your limits as well, because I give you an example. If you have never done Facebook Live before, for example, and you think that this is something that is not aligned with you, you actually don't know because you have never tried that before. So give yourself an opportunity to try this out and see if that may work for you. So, and if it does, then you know that I do me because that feels good to me. I work aligned. I'm not working hard. I'm working aligned, right? But you're giving yourself opportunity to work aligned. Now, I'm also curious to know, like, what type of business are you running or looking to launch as well? So let me know in the comments. Also, as I said, the comments are a little bit delayed. So, and even if you're joining the replay later, let me know what type of coaching business you're looking to launch. Like, or maybe you're running already a business. So what type of coach you are? I'm really curious to know, because I know we have a lot of health coaches and mindset coaches and life coaches and relationship coaches here too. So curious to know about that. Okay, so what are you like? Why are you looking to launch this business anyway as well? I feel like this why is important to understand in order for you to keep moving forward in your business. Because really, we quite often just talk ourselves out of our dreams. But the more you understand like why you are in a business, why you maybe are in a health coaching business, right? What's the purpose of that? Like, why are you doing this? What's the purpose that you want to launch this business? Maybe this is about quitting your job. So, and let's say honestly, quitting a job nowadays, I have seen so many different like reasons why people want to quit the job, right? One of the things is maybe you're just unhappy. You don't have the purpose like at your job. But it's not always the case, because we don't always quit the job because we want to. I had a client who had no choice because she was literally replaced by an app. So, we used to have the things that you could be replaced by a younger and a cheaper version of somebody else. But nowadays, you can be actually replaced by an app as well. So you really don't have the job security either anymore, right? And so look into like what's the reason that you want to be in business, right? Do you want to learn the skills that you can always support yourself and take your business to the next level, or what that might be for you? So for me also was, for example, not just about quitting my job, but it was flexibility, right? So if you're mom, maybe like me, so you understand that you want to spend more time with your kids, maybe with your husband, with your pets, with your extended family. So flexibility is something that you cannot always put the price tag on. So that might be another reason why you're in a business. And chances are that if you're like me and like most coaches, then you actually have like a really deep calling, right? So like, do you have a calling that you know that I just know in my gut that I'm supposed to be a coach, that I'm supposed to use my gifts and my talents to help others? And you're looking this human connection, that you're looking to help people, to serve people. And maybe you have also noticed some signs that people are always coming to you for advice. Like, can you relate to that? So like, let me know, right? So I have definitely been in that place that I noticed that people coming to me for advice. And I hear that from my, from my community as well, because we are coaches and people really come for us for advice. So if these are your reasons, like really write those down for you, like, and put it somewhere that you can see those daily basis, because we human beings, we really tend to forget what are some of the reasons why we started this business anyway, right? Now, let's dig a little bit deeper, right? So really important question to ask yourself is, what are you currently tolerating, but you no longer want to? So this is like, when I first asked myself this question, I realized that, wow, there is a lot that I was tolerating in my life. And today I want to call yourself out, that you can really evaluate like your life and your business, and what are you currently tolerating, but you no longer want to. So, and I give you some examples. And if you have a notebook, take some notes, because this is the question that you should be asking yourself, maybe like monthly basis, or at least like quarterly basis. And I feel like quite often we ask this question only once a year when we do this New Year resolutions, right? So that what are some of the changes, some of the shifts that we have to make in our life and in our business? Now, I give you some examples. So for me, for example, when I was working full-time job, like I was really tolerating that I wasn't being able to drop my child to kindergarten or to the first grade, for example, because his school or his kindergarten started at 8 o'clock, and every single day I had a meeting at 8 o'clock in my office, in my, in a meeting room. So there was no way, like just like 5 days a week like that, there was no way that I was able to drop my kid to school. And I missed out a lot of that I never can get back anymore, right? So that was something that I was tolerating, right? That I was tolerating that I cannot drop my kid to school. I was also tolerating that I didn't have enough time for my family or for myself, right? I didn't have time for my hobbies, for self-care, to work out, to take a vacation, because I only had 2 weeks of PTO. And I was in a position where I really felt like enough was enough, that I was tolerating way too much. And obviously I was also tolerating about not making enough money, right? That I wanted to support more people. I wanted to support my extended family as well. And these are those things that I was tolerating. But all those things you're able to change if you just make a mindset shift, and if you identify what are some of the things that you are tolerating, but you no longer want to. So write those things down for you. And honestly, I believe that we get what we tolerate, because we as a human beings, we are not making those changes in our lives or in our businesses, like unless something really bad happens, right? So unless something really crucial comes up. So, but if you identify that what are you currently tolerating, but you no longer want to tolerate, then you can actually create the plan to make a change, right? Because even if you're working on a job, if you do not like your job at all, guess what? You're not a tree. You can actually change your jobs, right? That's your choice. But if you choose to be in the same place, that's your choice as well. So you gotta have you have a choice to make a change. But it's hard to make a change if you don't know what you're still like tolerating in your life. Now, also, I believe that you're probably here in this community as well because you're looking to launch a business or you are already in the business. So let's talk about how to be successful in this business as well when it comes to the mindset, right? Now, I like to call those like entrepreneur and entrepreneur. So now you may ask yourself, like, who is this entrepreneur, right? So entrepreneur, like in my eyes, is somebody who has an idea today that I want to do this business. I'm so committed. I want to make this happen. And this is my calling. And yet 6 months later, this is still an idea, right? So you may ask yourself, like, maybe you have been considering about like launching your business already the last 5 years, but you still haven't done anything. You can't really call yourself an entrepreneur as a business owner, right? Because business is a business when it actually generates revenue. So entrepreneur, on the other hand, right, is someone who has an idea to help people to transform lives, but also has already business systems, packages, community, clients, followers, and revenue, maybe 6 months later, maybe 3 months later, maybe 12 months later. But the difference between the entrepreneur and entrepreneur is that entrepreneur has actually made the mindset shifts as well and took action based on that and moves forward with the business, while entrepreneur is still in the same place. Like this person was maybe like 2 months ago or like 3 months ago or 2 years ago and still only has an idea. So we want to get you into the place of entrepreneur, right? So because nobody wants to be an entrepreneur. Entrepreneur definitely has more like hobby business and like, still in the same place, right? So how can we get out of that place? How can we get into this entrepreneurship mindset? So I believe that there are 3 main elements of business mindset. And if you have a notebook, really write those things down because it's really important. It doesn't matter whether you have already a successful business or you're still getting maybe started with your business. It works either way. So number 1 is be decisive. So what does that mean, right? You have to be able to make decisions in your business. And like, honestly, the example that I can give you is that you can't be, if you're thinking about pregnancy, right? Expecting a child, right? Because like your business is like kind of like a baby that comes into the life. So, and then obviously grows over time, right? So, but you can't be a little bit pregnant, right? You can't be a little bit pregnant. You're either pregnant or you're not pregnant, and that's it, right? Same thing with your business, right? You are either in the business and running this as a business, or you're not in business and you just have a hobby, or maybe like, it's just like helping people for free. So you have to be a decision maker in order to be successful in your business. So that is the mindset shift. So ask yourself, can I actually make decisions? And what I have in mind here is you actually have to make decisions all the time in your business. You have to choose clients. You have to make a decision about your fonts, your colors, what type of programs do you want to create. If you have a team, like who you want to hire, what do you want to outsource? So you constantly have to make decision after decision after decision. And if you're really struggling already, making decisions maybe, should I do Facebook Live or should I not do Facebook Live? Should I pick the red? Should I pick the yellow? Like, just make a decision. Just pick something and move forward. Because the moment that you stay in this indecision mode, you stay stuck. You literally are stuck in that place and you're not moving anywhere. If anything, you're only actually moving backwards in that case. In order for you to move forward, you have to make a decision. And any decision that you make, even if this is a wrong decision, maybe you did pick, let's say, the color that you no longer like, let's say 2 months later, you can change that, but at least you made a decision to move forward. So I really want to challenge you to be decisive. Whatever this is for you, just make a decision. Make a decision whether you start coaching people like one-on-one or group programs, right? Make a decision what kind of colors you want, what kind of fonts you want. Make a decision who's going to be your coach and who's not going to be your coach. Make a decision how you can market yourself and how you don't want to market yourself. Make a decision and move forward with your business. Excuse me. That is really like the most important thing like you can do for your business, no matter where you are. Because even if you have a 6-figure business or like a $500,000 business, you will be making even more decisions, right, than you're making today if you're just getting started. Does that make sense, by the way? So let me know. So, and are you a decisive person? Drop the word decisive, because I believe that every single one of us can be decisive if we really choose to be decisive. But sometimes it's just the fear of that keeps us moving forward, right? That we're afraid that if I make a decision, is that going to be the right one? Well, if you're not making a decision, you actually end up being in the same place, right? If you agree, drop a yes. So now let's move forward. So number 2 that you really need for your business growth is not taking advice from people who are not the right ones, right? So what I mean by that is, don't take advice from people who haven't done what you're looking to do. Who's guilty in that? Like, I cannot tell you like how many times like people have tried to give me advice, like who have never done what I wanted to do, right? So this has been my mom, my dad, my friends, my coworkers, like my previous coworkers, some friends, just people who have never done what I wanted to do, like trying to give you advice, like, should you do that or you should not do that, right? So here's the thing, right? So like, why should we take advice from people who have never done what we are looking to do? So if you're looking to, I don't know, let's say like lose weight, right? For example, or maybe like invest into personal development, maybe into mindset coaching, right? And if somebody has never done that before, is giving you advice that I don't think that's the right place to do that, or this is the right time, or it's not worth it, how can you know? Like, you cannot really trust this person because this person has not gone through what you're willing to go through, right? Or what you're looking to change in your life or in your business. So the moment you can make a decision that I'm only taking advice from people who have done what I'm looking to do. Things will start shifting fast. And I am doing this like consistently and very consciously in my business. And like, that I'm not asking, let's say, advice from people who have no clue what I want to do, right? So because they have never been in that place before. So be conscious about that, right? So number 3, let's keep moving. Number 3 is investment versus spending, because there is a huge difference between that. And so here's the thing, and right now we're talking about the finances here, right? So if you're looking to run a business, then you gotta run a business like a business, right? Your business needs equipment, your business needs a starting capital as well, just like in any business. So, but there is a difference between investment and between spending. And you need to look at that very crucially, because again, if your mindset is in a place where you're thinking about that, this is a lot of money to spend on, but what is the return from there? Because if you do not see the return from there, if this is simply like a spending for you, then that's what it is. It's simply expense for your business, right? Or expense like as a personal expense. So what's spending? Spending is, let's say, putting money on a trips, for example, right? Taking a trip somewhere. And maybe this is a vacation, right? On a beach somewhere. This is your spending, right? Maybe buying new shoes, new clothing, right? This is all about spending because you're not necessarily getting the return from them. Investment is maybe, let's say, like a hiring a coach, right? Maybe investing into the software that can bring you those clients, right? That can maybe cut your workload. This is all investment because you really see that you have to put some capital into that, but you see the return from that. And it doesn't always have to be like the financial return, right? Sometimes it could be peace of mind, confidence, also maybe saving money. So if you're investing into health coaching, for example, and you're losing to become healthier, let's say you want to lose weight, you want to become healthier, but also you're not spending that much money anymore on supplements, on medications, on I don't know, like, different things that you otherwise spending, maybe like a fast food as well. So you can actually have some savings over there rather than only like, seeing like financial return for your investment. But you see the mindset, like, shift like over there, that if your mindset is always around like spending, that I have to spend so much money to start my business, then that's what it is for you. It's going to be the spending. Investment is obviously you investing into something and then you expect the return from there. The return may come fast, or the return may also come like in a long term, right? It's kind of like if you have been in university and if you have a degree, so like, obviously you invest into your education, you work hard, you study hard, you pass the test, you got your degree, and now you actually have to go to work and make the money back, right? But this is investment for the future, for your skill set, to get your career up and going, right? So that you can really learn the skill set. But now it's time to pay back this investment, right? But there is a return from there, right? That you may end up getting a good job or launch a business or whatever that is for you. So make a difference, right? And people really spend too much time on a defense on like, why they can't do something, right? So, and here's the thing, right? I really want you to call yourself out as well. Like, are you really defending yourself? Let's say based on those 3 things that we just covered as well, are you coming up with excuses that why you're not where you really want to be? Because that might be your mindset block the most of all. And call yourself out. And what are, let's say, the top 2 things that you are doing that are taking you out of the game right now? So this might be, for example, like, I need more experience. I'm too old. I'm too young. I have kids. I can't do that. I have a job. I don't have time. I don't have money. I'm an introvert, right? So I need to do more research. No one in my family has ever done that before. My husband doesn't let me do that. the economy is bad. I can't be successful right now. And by the way, I'm just busy, right? So all those things are actually the mindset things that come up to you that you keep like kind of like in this analysis paralysis mode, that you constantly like looking for approval and you're procrastinating all the time, because chances are that you're simply like lacking the self-confidence to really put yourself into the business game in like a long term. But here's the thing, this is all the fear that comes up, right? And the thing with the fear is that it will never actually go away. It will never go away. So, and I have been afraid of like so many different things, right? You can hear the accent I have, right? This is not my native language. So I have been afraid of like speaking in English, making the mistakes, or maybe like showing up in the videos, maybe like, speaking on stages. It's all the fear that comes up. All the fear that comes up when it comes to the investments as well that I have made. And here's the thing, it's never going away, but you have to feel the fear and you have to accept that and you have to take control over that. And so think about this way. Do you have something in your life that used to be a dream before? Or maybe it was a dream or a goal before and it seemed impossible to achieve. You probably have something, right, that it used to be like your dream, like a big goal of yours. Maybe it was, let's say, quitting your job and you couldn't believe that I was actually able to do that, right? Maybe it was that nobody else in your family has graduated from college before and actually you did. Maybe it was like buying your dream home. Maybe it was like traveling somewhere that you maybe like thought before that you can never go this place. So you see, like sometimes like our thoughts are so powerful that actually can like self-sabotage us, right? But the moment that you achieve something, you can see that it's actually possible. So call yourself out of those things. Now, exactly, yeah. So let's talk about the thoughts, your feelings, and the actions as well. So the feelings are so important, and I agree with you, because the thing is that we do not always realize or like at least like feel the fear, right? We're just kind of trying to push this aside and we talk ourselves like out of our dreams all the time. Now, this will bring me now to these thoughts that we have in our head, because the thoughts lead to your feelings and your feelings lead to actions. And actions equal results. Okay, so let me explain that. And I really want you to write this thing down because this is so powerful. And I would actually put this somewhere that you can even see that daily basis, because thoughts, right? Think about your thoughts. If your thoughts are something like, let's say that this is so hard, right? That this is so hard. I just can't do that. This is so hard. Now, what kind of feelings come up to you with that? The feelings that come up to you is like you start feeling insecure, right? Because you feel like it's hard. I can't do this. I don't feel confident. When you feel this way, that you don't have the confident feeling, when you feel insecure, unsure about yourself, are you really taking action? Or are you taking limited action? And here's the thing, if you feel insecure, chances are that your actions reflect that, because you're not really putting your full energy into that, right? And what that means is that if your actions equal results, you're actually not getting the results that you were looking for, right? So, and this is such a powerful thing, because what you focus on will expand, right? So if your thoughts, on the other hand, are positive, that you think that, of course I can do that, this is possible, like I see it's possible for others, it's also possible for me, and I know I can do that. I know I can create a program that can benefit others. I know I can get my ideal clients to sign up for my program. If your thoughts are the positive ones, and you have, let's say, the thoughts that you control those thoughts, that I'm thinking positively, I'm not putting myself into that place where I'm telling myself those negative things, that I turn everything around, that I say myself, yes, I can. Yes, I absolutely can do this. What happens is, if I'm thinking this way, if my thoughts are this way, I start feeling good. I start feeling confident. It will bring up the momentum because I know it's possible. I know I can do this. And now I put my efforts into actions, right? And the actions will equal the results. And that will expand, and you will get the massive results from that too. And here's a good example that I want to share. So recently I did, about a month ago, a little bit over a month ago, I did my first live event, right? And I had never done that before. I had no data when it comes to, can I actually get people to my event, or what if nobody shows up? Now let's break this down, this example. So my husband was telling me negative thoughts, right? He was telling me all the time, like, what if nobody shows up? What if you only sell like one ticket? Are you still gonna be doing this event? And you see how this negativity started bringing in. It's like, oh my gosh, right? What if nobody comes? What if nobody's gonna buy the ticket? What if nobody shows up? So if I had let those thoughts into my mind, this would have caused me feeling insecure about my event, insecure if I can actually help those people. And my feelings would have put me into the place of like, I feel embarrassed about sharing about this, because I would feel like, what if nobody comes, right? And I wouldn't even promote my event the way that I would really want to, right? Because the thing is that I would be like unsecure, right? That, oh my gosh, like nobody's gonna show up, or what if only one person? And at the end of the day, if I don't put my energy into promoting my event, nobody can really know about this event, and nobody really shows up. Instead, I had to turn this around, and really work on the thoughts. So I told my husband, just like I was telling yourself before, right, that don't take advice from people who have never done that before. He has never hosted live event before. He knows nothing about that. So I had to put myself in a position about taking advice from people who have done that before. And so I was working on my thoughts and in my belief system. And I was telling myself, like, I absolutely can film this event. I absolutely can get those people on this event, because there are so many amazing people who would love to come. And I put a lot of positivity into this, that I knew that, yes, I can do this. I absolutely can, because people just need to know about that. That brought up my momentum. That lead to action. That lead me into the place where I felt like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited to share that. I am so excited to talk about that. And the results came in. Not just the results of filling this event with full capacity, but actually ending up with a wait list for the next event. So that's the power of the thoughts, that if you're working on your thoughts, that yes, I absolutely can. Yes, it's possible for me. Yes, I can do this. Then things start shifting, because then you really put 100% of your energy into the actions, and what you focus on will expand, and you will get those results. Yes, I absolutely agree that the feelings are so important that we learn about that, because your feelings really determine the action that you're actually taking as well. Now, the belief system, right, is I know. So it's it is really important, right? So yeah, and so the belief system is what we really want to believe and are able to believe, right? So before, I was asking you is what are some of the things that you maybe were dreaming before but have been able to achieve already? Write those evidence down for you, because we women tend to forget that, oh my goodness, I used to dream about that and now it's possible for me. I used to dream about this, but now I actually did that and it wasn't that hard. And now I can share others that, yes, I did it, right? So think about, what do you think is possible? But your actions have to be aligned with that, with your belief system. Because you may say that, yes, I believe it's true. Yes, I believe I can do that. But if your actions are not aligned with that, you end up getting not the right results. Good example is, let's say, the weight loss. So if you have been I have been in a weight loss journey, in my past, and I'm kind of right now a little bit too. So if you do not believe that you can actually lose the weight and get into the right place with your health and with your mindset and with your body, it's not going to happen, right? Because I might tell myself that, yes, I know I can lose the weight. I've seen people losing weight. I have seen myself losing the weight. But if I'm not taking the action that's necessary for that, if I'm not, let's say, exercising, walking, stop eating fast food, for example, or let's say paying attention the way that I take care of my body, or let's say my thoughts and my belief system and my actions really aligned? They are not, right? Because I say something and I don't do it, right? But the moment that your belief system is aligned with your actions, then things come together. So this really comes down to also when it comes to building a successful business, getting clients through their Facebook Lives, through webinars, for example, as well. Because if you, let's say, thinking about, I will do a webinar so I can get the clients into my coaching program. But if your mindset is in a place that I don't think it really works, right? Yeah, fine, I can do this webinar, but I don't really think that this will work for me. So it's not going to work. It's not going to work because you do not believe it's going to work for you. So because half of that has to be the energy that you will put in, because the energy that you will put in is the energy that you will actually get out. And this applies to anything. This applies to your business, to your life, to your relationships, anything, because the energy that you will put in is literally what you will get out. So today, what I really want you to think about is the two things that you can commit to make a change in your life or in your business. What needs to change right now? Two things, no more than two, right? Because we don't have to handle too many things. So, by the way, do you love it? So if you like this and if that's valuable for you, let me know. So yes. And even if you're watching a replay, because I know a lot of you are coming back for replay too, let me know if you love it, if that's helpful for you, because really the mindset, and I'm not a mindset coach, right? But the mindset is essential for the business growth, right? It's essential to change your life the way that you really want this, your business and your life to head, right? So, okay, so two things that you can commit to do or to change, right? So, and I give you some examples. Maybe it's no more analysis paralysis for you. I don't know how many years I was stuck with that. So if you can relate to that, let me know, right? So no more analysis paralysis. Make the decisions and move forward, right? No more looking to be ready to be ready. So how many times we have told ourselves that I just have to get ready to be ready, right? And good example I just shared with you was the live event, right? Just a little bit behind the scenes as well. I was planning to do my live event in 2018, and I set that goal at the beginning of 2018. And I was planning to do that at first in May, but it didn't happen because I was traveling and I had so much other things going on. And I eventually did it in December. But I knew that I keep talking myself out of that instead of actually stop looking to be ready to be ready. So no more looking to be ready to be ready. So look into what that means to you. The other thing, no more waiting for approval from outside, right? We always looking for somebody has to give us approval that, yes, okay, now it's okay to let go my job. Now finally it's time for me to launch my business. Now finally it's time for me to do my first Facebook Live. Whatever that is for you, it's just stop looking for the approval from outside. The approval comes from inside, from your heart. So give yourself a permission, to do what you really called to do. And let go this outcome and really focus on being in service, because the more you give, the more you obviously will receive as well. Because what you focus on will expand, right? So if you focus on this positivity and you take good action for your business and you know this is going to work for you, then this will expand and you will get so much abundance in your life. You get all the clients, you get all the followers, you get all the income that you desire, and you get to live the life the way that you want to live, right? So focus on what matters to you and this will expand. And if you loved it, right? So and if you have any questions as well, like let me know in the comments below. I will come back to you because this replay will stay up so that you can go back to this. You can re-listen if you want to. Write down those notes, those couple things that we covered here about like, what you're tolerating and that you have to be a decision maker and not taking advice from people who have never done what you want to do. And really make a decision. What are those 2 things that you can commit already today to make a change in your business and in your life as well? So awesome. Yeah. Things that work this year is a different story. Plans are rolling. I have a different mindset, different energy. Love it. I love it. I love it so much. Yes. So we will have actually 7 other trainings coming up. So this was the only mindset training because again, as I said, like no strategy that I will be sharing with you will ever work for you if you don't have the right mindset, if you don't have the right belief system in place. So work on your mindset and stay tuned that you will see that those 7 extra free trainings will come up in this group too. And any questions, let me know in the comments. And, if you know anybody else who would benefit from there, like invite them in this community as well. Thanks everyone for joining and watching the replay as well. Take care and have a wonderful day.